This is just a beautiful view. Then you can see the hill, how it goes up there. And then over here again is where the house is, if you can see it. I don't even know if I can make out the house there. Maybe, yeah, I can see the windows there. But this is the hill that goes up behind it. And it is a beauty. So let's take a little walk over here. I'll show you where there was an awful trap for me when I first came. As you see, this is where an old well house used to be. And on the ground here, you can't really see it. If I'm careful enough, I can come over here, but you can see these nails sticking up. Alright, well, they're all through this entire spot here, where it used to have a roof on that, and it appears they just kind of flopped it over on its back. And one day I came down here and I went to check that area out, and I impaled myself several times. I mean, I had nails pretty much through my feet. I'll have to tell you that story sometime. But as you can see, it's a little bit damp down here because we're getting into the area where the springs start. You don't see much moisture over here, but this here was a nice pile that I had chopped some wood at earlier. And that pile, that's right over there. There were deer that came down and pooped all over my pile just before I had got there to pick up the wood. I think they were leaving me a message. But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Let me show you some of my reishi real quick here. Let's take a walk up the hill. It's pretty steep, probably about, oh, I'd have to say 45 degrees or whatever. But I mean, you can see definitely how it drops off right here, pretty much. But I wanted to show you my reishis. These are getting about to where I'm going to pick them here. But there were some beauties. And there's some others. There's some polycorps and all kinds of mushrooms out here growing on the birch trees as well. But it's pretty steep. We used to run up and down these hills when I was a kid. Now this log was really cool. Earlier in the year, these here, I think they're turkey tail, but they was like a fluorescent green. But anyway, this is the hill out back, and it gets a little bit steeper. As you can see down here where it starts getting green, that's where the springs really start kicking in. I just wanted to give you a pan around about this too. That is gorgeous. Great to have a picnic out here. So I want to show you my spring and the work that needs to be done on it. As you can see, we're getting into some pretty damp areas here. Okay, so, and it's really sloppy all the way up through. I'd like to be able to come up with the money to build like a walkway or something here, because it's really that nice. Plus, if you got to carry 5-gallon buckets of water, it's not easy. Oh, look at that. Here's a little bit of American culture. I don't know what kind of crock pot that was, but it would have been a nice one if I'd have been able to find the whole thing. And we're getting up on my spring here. It needs some work. Alright. Now hopefully you can see right here, there's a large trickle of water you know, that's just pouring out of there. I think you can see it. And this here is where the pipe comes out. As you can see down here, that's the top of the spring here. And I don't know if you can see the pipe there or not, but it's definitely not with enough water in there, because I've got to seal that entire thing out. I got to dig it out and then cement it in so that we don't get this runoff down here. Okay, and then the rest of the tour for part 2 picked up about here. And I was going down showing you the little runoff where it gathers right at that spot, and then I took you down to the creek. I hope you enjoyed this little video. May you be blessed. May our King smile upon you. And I hope we're all keeping the Day of Atonement and the Feast of our Father forever. Bye to y'all. Shalom to those who believe.